DooBeeDooBeeDoo, DooBeeDooBee. Oh, we're at Drom. Yes, I'm at Drom, and I have a new friend, DooBeeDooBeeDoo readers, viewers. He came all the way to New York at Drom to play great music, and it was a pleasure to have you here. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And as usual, without being impolite, my readers, my viewers, they don't know much about Indian music, they don't know much about you, and this should be also a good way that I met you tonight. So the first thing I would like to say is that, in fact, DooBeeDooBeeDoo has covered some Indian musicians, Indian American musicians, like Vijay Iyer. He's a piano player. He's very kind of famous in the jazz scene, and like a drummer Ravish Momin, and then an electric trumpet player Satish. So our magazine is covering Indian musicians or Indian American musicians playing in the New York scene. So for us it's very interesting to have.
I think I know Satish.
Do you?
The first time that we came to New York, and we played at the Center for the New City or something of that sort, and Satish played trumpet with us.
Really?
And I have no way to contact him. If you give me a way,
You just
his
tell
number.
him now. No.
So right now, Satish, if you're the same trumpet player who played with us in the Ocean way back in 2002, then I would like to get in touch with you, and please.
You mean 2012?
2002 I met him.
Ah, so that was a long time ago.
Long time ago, yes.
Very good. So now speaking of you, I have actually no information about you, which is also one
Awesome.
of the... No, this is the reason I want to meet you, because do you know anything about me?
No.
Okay. I'm also like your musician. We have something else in common, is we are actually neighbors, Iran, India,
Brilliant.
and our countries are have a kind of a good relationship.
Absolutely.
And I hope more the people than our government. So many Iranians were educated in the 20s, 30s in your country. My name Sohrab is also very popular.
Very popular there, and in fact I am coming here from London, and in London I met this gentleman who drove me from a particular place to where I was staying, and we got talking. It was absolutely brilliant speaking to him, and he took down my email ID. He did not reply to me. I mean, he has not written to me, but I thought his name was Ghulam. Ghulam, but in India you pronounce it as Ghulam.
Yes.
But Ghulam in
Yes.
Iran, and it was absolutely fantastic to meet him and talk to him about a whole lot of things about humanity and a whole lot of things. I'm yet to get an email from him, and if he happens to watch this, I will be so happy that he actually writes to me sometime.
Good. Now, you really surprised me today. Can you imagine in which song or in what moment you surprised me as in your show?
Was it towards the end when I played the very typically Iranian scale, which in India it's called Ahir Bhairav, but I was not playing exactly Ahir Bhairav, but the scale is very similar to the Middle Eastern and Iranian scales. So is that the time? Is that what you mean?
Actually, not so much.
Not so much.
Okay, your last song,
The national anthem.
the American anthem.
Not American anthem, that was the Indian anthem.
Oh, shame on myself.
Yes.
Shame on myself.
Not
Because I heard American anthem and then I listened to it and I said, that's not the American anthem.
That's true. It is not.
But you know, I felt like when you started, because guitar, Jimi Hendrix played the American anthem, so I thought maybe you were relating.
Not at all.
Okay. Well, anyway, you surprised me. I surprised myself, shame on myself, that I believed it. But I realized you were not playing it.
And then-
But the thing is, well, that's about music. I mean, you hear a sound and then you start imagining things,
Right.
thinking about things, and
Right.
that's a great thing about music. So I know one thing is that you are a self-taught guitarist.
Yes.
So Indian guitar music, it's a little weird. I mean, when I listened first, Indian music was Ravi Shankar on sitar. Why did you choose the guitar instead of the sitar or veena, or what is the story?
Just circumstances, you know, just circumstances. And the fact that I'm playing the guitar, that does not mean that I'm one of the very few guitar players in India. There are thousands and thousands of guitar players in India. So guitar is a very popular instrument all over the world. But what you know, I don't come from a musical family. I loved Indian music, but at home, just because my brother had a guitar, there was a guitar at home. So the only source that I had to produce any sound was a guitar at home. So I was enamored by Indian music, but I had the guitar, so I picked up the guitar and produced Indian music on the guitar. So that's exactly how it
So
happened.
you studied Indian music?
I have never studied music at all.
Well, not at all.
Not at all.
So everything you play today is your thing.
Absolutely.
Oh,
My
that's
own
good.
thing. Yeah.
You know what? Actually, I was lucky to see Vishwa Mohan Bhatt,
Yes.
and he's playing also a guitar. I mean, he it's not a guitar. I
It's a
forgot the
different
name.
style. It's basically the
It's
Hawaiian
sliding.
guitar.
Yes.
But he has modified it by introducing more strings, more syncopating strings, and he calls it the Mohan Veena.
Yes. Right.
Right. But it is, and the origin is the Hawaiian guitar, basically.
And his guitar compared to yours,
Hmm.
what is the difference? Is he? Can he play more harmonies than you? Because you play on 6 strings and he plays on, I don't know how many strings are on his guitar.
Neither do I know, but his training is completely Indian classical, and I have no training. So to compare myself to Vishwa Mohan Bhatt or say any other classical exponents, I don't think there is any comparison at all, because I'm not classical at all. My influence has been classical, and what I have actually tried to imbibe from classical music is the meditative quality rather than the technicalities. And I think the people who have been able to transcend the technicalities are the so-called the greats in Indian classical music, and probably all over the world.
I see. And like tonight, you had a tabla and drummer in one person.
Yes.
Being honest, I felt when he was playing the tabla in the fast parts of the song, so he sounded good. But when it was getting slow,
Right.
I could feel that it's not being negative with the music, but just an observation that he got stiffer, or he was looking more at you. So I felt like if you play slow, I think then maybe a bass or another instrument to cover the drums part would be more effective. Am I right?
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. I mean, there are two things about it. I mean, he should not get a bit, whatever term you used, and uncomfortable playing the slower parts. It probably goes with age, and he's just 25 years old, or probably 26. So the slower parts do not go well with him, probably. But in my album, I have a bass player, I have a drummer, and the tabla player. Right now, I'm playing here actually solo. I could have played just without any accompaniment.
So you
at all.
invited him as a
Yeah.
guest,
Yes.
and he lives here in New York.
No. He plays with us in Indian Ocean.
Ah, okay. Speaking of your Indian Ocean, I hope that I can find some videos in YouTube